Check 1, 2, check.
Are we on?
We're on. We are live.
In the precast?
Yeah, maybe we should say not
No,
precast.
Start over. We're not supposed to ever do precast. Yeah, it's like private.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check 1, 2, check.
Check. Everything working?
Everything is good.
Took you long enough. I've been browsing Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, what have you found for your...
I found you a vintage 79 Volkswagen van.
Oh, yeah?
16.9.
16,900?
Yeah, look at that.
What the...
You could fix that up.
It's a bus.
Be a little more
bus.
practical than your motorbike fiascos.
Can I park it in my living room during the winter?
Wouldn't fit.
No.
Eh?
Never mind then.
Parts. You could bring the motor in or something.
Yeah.
Anything you have to work on, you could bring in.
That's a lot of money for that, isn't decent?
Yeah, it strikes me as a lot of money.
Yeah.
As I open it up, yeah. Like, it's neat, but nobody's paying that. No way.
Who's paying that?
It's in decent shape.
Is that what they're going for?
It's in very good shape, but no, who's going to pay that? Hey?
What's it going for on the auction block?
Couldn't tell you. But I've seen them going for under 10.
I was talking to my...
As projects that people would, fix up.
Yeah.
Talking to who?
My buddy, who you know.
Ooh.
He'll go by CT on this. And...
Got you, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this, like how people are selling it could be like a cool car, like a Mustang, like a 60s Mustang.
Right.
But the thing is needs full restoration, plus it's a V6.
Oh, sure.
Or the inline 6, whatever they made back then. So they're not really worth anything.
But they expect top dollar.
Yeah, they're like $20,000.
No, they'll never get it.
Yeah. So
you're looking for a Mustang?
No.
Oh.
No, but I did. I'm working on my bike still, and I got some parts for yes. The lowest that ever cost me for parts, $10.
Ah.
Couple fuel lines.
Okay.
Some clamps.
From
and a fuel filter.
From what's that place called? Distributors?
No.
What was that place?
Royal Distributors.
Royal Distributors.
No,
that's pretty cheap.
No, from my buddies at the Ottawa Good Time Center.
Good Time Center.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it'd be cheaper than?
Well,
Royal
they have Kawasaki parts, right? I need Cowie parts.
Mm-hmm.
They're a Kawasaki dealership. So,
all right.
Yeah. Royal Distributing is great. I was in there a couple weeks ago just to look around.
It's more just for accessories, eh?
Well, no, they have parts, but it's like ATV, snowmobile,
side by sides.
What do you call the bikes? Dirt bikes, stuff like that. Yeah,
side by sides.
Side by sides.
Love a good side by side.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Well, let's hope the cast is as
exciting,
invigorating as the precast today.
There's a little intro.
You got lots for the actual cast?
Yeah.
I got a couple items.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please. DDT.
Duff, how are you?
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome
back to Scotty's Corner.
To Scotty's Corner Diner.
Yeah.
Bell's Corners, Ontario.
After a week off there.
We were a week off. Were we in the garage last week?
We were in the garage cave last week. And you know what? JB was there with us.
Our fact checker.
Yeah. And we did a fact check last week, right? And it turned out
we don't do enough fact checks.
I was correct. I was right.
I feel JB is, in his mind, more than a fact checker these days.
Yeah, he's
trying to
derelict in his duties.
Yeah, he's trying to push equality almost upon himself within the cast.
Equality.
Well, he's not here today. So
no,
there
exactly.
You go.
He's doing his Las Vegas adventure this week.
He's somewhere between Vegas and Utah as we speak.
What?
No, I think he made it to Utah.
He made it to Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m., of course, we get a text.
Yeah.
Well, 5 a.m. our time, 3 a.m. their time. Boys just made it in.
So we talked a little bit about this by text yesterday in our 3-way group text.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was more you and JB.
A little bit, me and
JB. But...
you don't have much to contribute to the Vegas discussions.
Well, no, other than that
You've never been, eh?
I've never been. No.
You've never been?
No, never been to
Wow.
Vegas.
Okay. Maybe we'll have a Vegas-only show someday.
Well, wait till I get there first.
Or I could call in from Vegas.
Yeah, you could.
I'm usually there.
You're trying to plan one
Um,
coming up, right?
If I'm not recently returned from Vegas, I
Yeah.
am usually planning one.
Yeah, I know.
I would say, since I turned 25 years old,
Yeah.
I guess
How many times have you been to
Well,
Vegas?
I'm just trying to figure this out right now. I'd say I've been there on average once every couple of years.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's quite a few trips, eh?
I've never been. How about that? How about them apples?
Well, this is JB's second time.
Is it
First
his second time?
I think so. I think he said he was there before for something, but he's not a gambler.
No.
He's not a card player or
No.
the pokies.
No.
He's not much of a drinker,
Nope.
and I don't
Doesn't go to shows.
And I don't think he likes cocaine anymore. So
I don't
know.
think he ever did.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he's much for the showgirls, so I don't know what he does there.
Well, he's there with his wife, so maybe,
Yeah.
they'll have a good time. Hiking. I think they're going hiking. They set up in
Well,
Utah.
see,
there.
you're lumping in the entire trip with Vegas. I think, like
I
I
am,
said, he
yeah.
got out of Vegas. They're in
Yeah.
Utah, a few days there. Then I think they're going to see the Grand Canyon,
Yeah.
maybe do some Arizona stuff. And then I think he had at least a couple nights lined up in Vegas, I guess, on the return
Yeah.
before he
yeah.
flies back.
At Harris, he said he booked?
Harris, yeah.
Yeah. So the whole...
Sketchy old Harris.
Is it sketchy?
He thought it was in his
Yeah.
text.
But you were saying no. You were...
I think it's probably fine.
it's a
I don't
good
know.
Hotel.
It's one I've heard of at least.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
been there, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's on the main strip, is it not?
I think it is.
Yeah.
But I guess what surprised
It's
us
an older
both.
one.
It's an older one.
Yeah.
What surprised us both was the fact he got to Vegas and left right away.
Yeah.
After one of those planes, trains, and automobiles missions to get there to save $45.
Exactly. I was going to bring that up because...
I think he left Ottawa at 10 a.m.
Yes.
in a car.
Yesterday. Yeah. We're Sunday today,
Yeah.
so Saturday morning.
So gas, time, and tolls over the bridge
Over the bridge
to Watertown,
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
What's that travel distance? 3 hours? 4 hours?
Probably 3 hours.
3-4 hours?
Probably more with tolls and
Yeah.
food and this and that.
Just to get it on an airline.
Yeah, call it 4. Call it
He
4
never
hours.
mentioned whether it was direct to Vegas. So I'm going to assume that he
I'm
had
going to
one
assume
stop.
it was direct. If he
No.
drove all the way to Syracuse, it better be direct.
And then you came up with, why didn't you go by
Flair Air, baby.
Flair Air? And I said, well...
Season 4, Episode 5, brought to you by Flair Air. And
yeah.
if you're not leaving town, Good Time Center.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Ottawa Good Time Center.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, all
No,
serious.
so
all
my
seriousness.
joke about Flair Air was
Yeah.
that as long as they pay the lease on their plane,
Right.
Then
There's
they're
something
good.
going on there, eh?
there was.
There was.
Yeah.
I never heard.
Yeah.
All I know,
They didn't
and-
pay the lease.
And perhaps this is why JB overlooked it, is because I think when he was doing his endless research for his best deal out of Syracuse, I don't think Flair Air was on the menu at that time, maybe.
Oh,
Because
right,
my
because they
other
might have
buddy,
just-
Pierre, friend
right.
of the show,
Yes.
remember Pierre calling in?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a
yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
Our buddy Pierre, friend of the show, he says he was on the inaugural Vegas to Ottawa flight of Flair Air.
Yeah, so
when
that
he
was only,
returned
what,
like a week ago.
a week ago?
Yeah,
So, yeah, they must have just added that flight.
great deal. He said he had to go to the washroom before he got on the plane.
Why, they didn't have a
Just-
washroom on the plane?
No,
Oh.
because they weigh them, and he saved $13 by
They weigh
not weighing
the
as
person?
much. Everything has a cost.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the person
They
themselves.
They weigh.
I don't know about the person themselves.
They have a weight limit on people?
They have a bear fare, and then they have 2 other fares. The bear fare, all you're allowed on is a personal item up to
Right.
15 pounds.
You'd be good for that.
So that's the not the
When you go to
traditional
Vegas,
carry-on.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm bear fare.
Yeah.
I think when there's a boys trip planned to Vegas,
Yeah, you're doing better.
I will buy my disc golf discs there
Ah.
and bear fare, baby.
And then sell them before you leave?
Sell or donate.
Donate,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I have nothing in my 15-pound personal item, then I'll stuff it with discs. Or
Would you have
Or
like...
how about this? No, someone else will have a carry-on that I can
Oh,
jam them
right,
into.
Right. What do you have in your personal? Do you have any gitch in there?
So if I were to do this, well, actually, I did this.
You have
the last,
a few
the last,
gitch? That's maybe a change of T-shirt.
Well, you can say "getch" 5 more times if you want, and I'll
I'm
answer
trying to get
it
a
eventually.
reaction out of you.
And no reaction. So, the last time I went to Vegas, I flew bear fare, as you'd say, but it was with WestJet or something. So you were allowed a carry-on, I believe.
Right.
So maybe 20 pounds. For a 3-night, 4-day trip anywhere, I can easily get everything in there.
Yeah.
Like, not even a question. Like, I think
There's no way my wife would be able to.
I think it might be harder for women in general, right?
Yeah.
But no, my carry-on had, toothbrush, toothpaste.
Yeah.
It had a pair of running shoes, and I wore my dressy shoes. It had a workout outfit.
Why'd you wear your dressy shoes? Do you have to dress
Just
up
to be
go to
comfortable.
the
No, just to be
casinos?
Well, no. I was passing through Toronto, I think, and I don't know. I just felt like wearing nice shoes.
Okay.
So I looked good.
You looked
so as soon as I
professional.
got there, I guess to answer your question, as soon as I got there, I could hit the floor right away.
Right.
Like, I wasn't going to go for a run right away. So I got there. I was ready to go, dumped off the bag, and probably lost a few bucks on day one, if I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny how we race to Vegas just to lose money most people.
Exactly. Can I interject for a
Yeah.
second? Yeah. Just want to apologize to our listener for an injurious waste of time. On today's show.
And the fact that we've started with one story and we're already into like our third without even wrapping up the first one or the
What was
second
the first one?
JB's trip.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
but
wrapping up Flair Air.
It's all within the realm of JB's
Okay,
trip.
well, let's just bring it back to Flair Air then. So, yeah, you can get from Ottawa to Vegas, last time I checked, return for about $266 Canadian.
See, that's good.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
that's very
really
good.
good. Now,
Yeah.
that's bear fare.
Bear fare.
The second you want to bring a carry-on, it adds about $50.
Ooh. What if you want to bring
Which
a
if
suitcase?
it's funny though, right? If the fare is only $250 and you're adding $50, that's a huge
300.
percentage of
Yeah, it
the
is.
Yeah, so then an actual checked bag is like another $100 or something.
Jeez.
So it's significant.
Yeah. They get you.
And but what I also like
Is that both ways, or is it like
return.
You got
266 return.
No, but what I'm saying for your
Good question. I don't
your
know.
baggage is
That's a
like
good
sometimes
question.
you got to pay when you go and then when you come back.
That's a good question. So maybe it gets you there and back. It doesn't matter to me because I'm never paying it.
So just as an aside,
Yeah.
here's the thing. So the 266,
Yeah.
does that include all the taxes, the fees, and everything like that?
Yeah. And here's the sad part of that. When you break down the costs, do you know how much money is actually going to Flair Air? You know what what the
nothing.
Flair Air fee is? It's
Nothing.
$50.
Yeah, I know.
So I made a point of this with my wife when I was browsing. The freaking Uber ride to the airport for most people is going to be more than the actual money the airline gets to get you 4,000 kilometers
So
away.
I've been
Crazy, eh?
Oh, it's yeah. So I've been planning a trip. We're maybe going to Italy next summer.
Phew.
So I've been on, and I'm looking at flights.
Yeah.
When they break it down,
Yeah.
there's like every fee under the
Yeah,
sun
yeah.
there.
It's a very small
Taxes,
portion to the
fees,
actual
and
airline.
the flight is dirt cheap. The
Yeah.
flight's $500.
Yeah.
But once you return,
Yeah.
but when you add the fees up and everything, it comes to $1,500.
The biggest joke of it all, there's still an Ottawa airport surcharge fee of some kind for upkeep
Yeah.
or whatever. It was like
Yeah.
$30 or something.
Yeah.
So,
I
you know
know.
what? There's only so low the airlines can go with these prices.
Yeah, they
And
need to
it'd
make
be nice
money,
if
right?
we put more pressure on all these extra taxes, basically.
Yep.
There were 15 taxes.
Oh, absolutely.
10 of them I'd say from the Canadian side, and then even in the States there was probably
Yep.
5 U.S. Air / McCarran Airport taxes.
Yep, exactly.
Crazy stuff.
Yep. And you know what? Actually, if you go to Venice, which we're planning to go, anybody that enters the city has to pay a
head
I think
tax.
Yes. It's like $5 or $6 Canadian, something like that.
Good old Italy.
€4.
Venice. That's in the
Yeah.
north.
It is in the north. That's where my dad's from.
Right.
He's born there.
Your papa.
Mio papa.
You've got to watch White Lotus, man.
Yeah.
We'll get to that
But
later.
is that not taking place
Sicily.
in Sicily? Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's not Italy.
It is one of the best series I've watched. I know it's not, eh? It's one of the best series I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
We'll get to White Lotus later.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Okay, yeah. So
So
wrapping up Flair Air,
yeah.
check it out. It doesn't fly everywhere. It's got a lot of Canadian destinations.
We'll expect a check in the mail from Flair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's got
Maybe Pierre could
Orlando.
Maybe,
Pierre. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Pierre can write in and give us his review of
Yeah.
Flair Air. We can read on the air.
I'll ask him for
Flare
that.
hair on the air.
Just a little text to the show.
Exactly.
I think he was quite happy with it. He laughed at how every little thing costs money, but I kind of like that. When you're on the flight,
What are the seat sizes?
who knows?
Can you fit one person in the seat?
Probably.
Or
I'm
I'm
sure the seats are fine.
Yeah.
But they offer everything on the flight. So, yeah, if you want a drink, you get it. You pay for it. Like, big deal,
Yeah,
right?
well, that's
you can get
like-
food, you can get anything.
That's like, unless it's an international overnight flight,
Yeah.
that's like the other airlines. You got to pay for the food.
Which is fine. Like, I don't know
Or
why.
if it's a longer flight to Vancouver.
But to
or
me, that
something
doesn't
like that.
seem odd. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know why every airline doesn't just provide services, but you pay for them. Yeah, why not? Nothing should be free.
Be honest, I like flying Air Canada.
Why?
I don't know. I thought I've always felt their service has been good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've
And
never
the
had any
prices are
major
reasonable.
complaints.
Yeah. So, but you're right. Like, if you go on a flight, I don't know. I've been to, St. John's, Newfoundland a few
Yeah.
times, and that's what the flight is a couple
God,
hours, maybe.
Did you lose a bet or something?
No, I love St. John's.
Oh,
You ever been there?
no.
Oh, you got to go. You'd love it.
No rush.
You would love it. Seriously, you would love it.
Well, I maybe like it.
No,
Doesn't
you
strike
would
me as
love
a family destination. Like, I think if I went with
You
just my
should.
wife or just friends, it'd be fun.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think it's also a family. There's so much to do. Like,
Nah, I don't think so.
you've never been.
It's
You're
like
talking to the
saying-
guy that's actually been.
Yeah, your idea of fun is different than mine. Absolutely.
What's your fun?
Hiking, disc golf, mountain biking.
I don't know if they'd have disc golf, but all the hiking would be awesome. The mountain biking would be great. Such a beautiful part of the country.
Brought to you by the St. John's and Newfoundland Tourist Board.
Call Bonnie in St. John.
Call Darcy. Call
Call DDT. Yeah. Anyway,
I like their ads.
Yeah, their
you
ads
seen
are good.
those? The nice
Yes,
ones.
yes, yeah.
They're quite
I mean,
alluring.
Yeah. I've been to St. John's mostly,
Yeah.
and just a little bit outside of St. John's, but on the ocean as well. We went for a
Sure.
little boat up to see the paraffins.
Oh man, that's some rough waters, man.
Oh God, going out to see them.
The North
paraffins?
Atlantic.
Yeah, I thought, okay, I'm doing camera. We were filming a show.
That water's like 4 degrees Celsius year round.
Yeah,
I
we were.
wouldn't want to fall in there.
No, exactly. We were filming a show, and I don't normally get seasick,
Yeah. Oh.
but it was so rough, and
Yeah.
I'm looking through the lens, through the viewfinder, and I was actually getting sick.
Oh god.
But it's amazing because you go out, it's choppy, it's
Yeah,
windy,
yeah.
it's cold, and we were in the summer,
yeah.
and you get to where all the little island where the paraffins are
Yeah,
all
yeah.
there, right? And
That'd be
it's
cool.
beautiful and blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah. And then when you come back, it's the complete opposite.
Huh.
The sea seems calm.
Yeah.
There's no wind.
Neat.
Yeah, and you don't. And then you might see a whale or whatever.
An
coming back.
iceberg, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Can see an iceberg.
Good times.
But we digress. Where were we?
We were just wrapping up Flair Air and getting back to JB and his Southwest tour, and I think he's gonna, like I say, wrap it up in Vegas, and then maybe
Yeah.
we'll get some good stories from him at that point.
Yeah, exactly. I highly doubt it, though. It seems like he doesn't like to drink. He doesn't like to gamble.
Nah.
He doesn't like to hit the showgirls. He doesn't.
I hope he can find a stationary bike somewhere.
Yeah.
Like he does.
That's what
he
we'll
does
hear
enjoy
about.
that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's, I think he said
hear
more
about
than
that.
once. It keeps him happy, makes him happy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of hoping for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure the hotels will have a little
They'll
weight
have a-
room, and they
they'll
often have a
yeah.
little bike or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe even a treadmill,
Absolutely.
a small pool, or a wading tub he can hang out
Maybe
in.
he's got a hot tub in his room.
Ooh,
Eh?
the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
Although in
Yeah.
Utah, that's unlikely.
No, I'm talking in Vegas.
Oh, when he gets back to Vegas.
Yeah, when he gets in there.
Utah does not have much, I don't think, in terms of the fancy.
Do they not have the Bunny Ranch, or is that still in Nevada?
Oh gosh, Utah and Nevada are like polar opposites
Oh,
in terms
okay.
of that
Oh,
sort
they're
of.
Mormons.
Yes, in
right.
terms of that sort of
Yeah.
libertarian.
So it's obviously in
Nevada
Nevada, then.
may or may not. I don't know. That's old
they
stuff.
did have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to. I don't know. It's
I'm not sure you'd go there either.
how do I know that? I don't know. I've never been, so. I don't
You've
know.
never even been.
No.
You just
never.
watch stuff on
On TV.
your laptop.
On the media.
Yeah. So speaking of things you watch,
Yeah.
I couldn't shut you up about Formula One this morning.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. Good
you're
segue.
excited?
Yeah, like I've been.
I didn't know they had
So-
so many stops in North America. You were telling me.
Yeah, they have 3.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, 4 because they
Montreal,
Mexico
2.
5. Sorry,
Let's do it here 6.
6. Give me a 6.
Mexico is not North America.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I wouldn't count it for that. But okay, whatever.
They are in North America.
Okay, fair
Mexico
enough.
is part of North
According
America.
to you. Okay.
Well, if we had JB here, he would look it up and he would tell you.
I would think
Mexico is
Central
part
America.
People do think that,
Central America, yeah.
but that would be wrong.
Well, I guess everything north of Panama would be North America.
No,
technically.
Anything south of Mexico is Central America.
Well, that's just a human divide.
And then Mexico.
If you're going to put the human
US,
divide there, I would put it at USA, Mexico.
That is why it's called the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA.
NAFTA.
Because Mexico is part of North America.
I'm not sure, dude. You can call
let's
it.
Let's get we don't have a fact checker today, but let's get the good listener.
Who cares? Thought you wanted to talk about Formula 1,
but yes,
now you're right off.
We're on number 5, so it was
Mexico,
Texas, Canada, Texas, Tejas, Miami,
Vegas.
and Las Vegas.
That's a cool 3 spots, eh?
Yeah. But it's funny because...
And they're all road courses, no?
No.
No?
No,
it's
F1 Circuit of the
road.
Americas. No, not all of them are road.
A circuit. Okay, well that's...
Circuit of the Americas. I believe that's Austin, which is today's race.
Okay.
I believe the Vegas one is a road, is like a street course.
Ooh, imagine they go down the strip. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, they might. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Because I saw some of the building of it, like they're putting it together. I think but that's in a couple weeks, that race.
Okay.
And Miami, I can't remember if they're a road course or if they're like a circuit.
Must be a road course. I can picture them racing down by the beach.
But this one today, U.S. Grand Prix, is Circuit of the Americas in Austin. So, but you know what? Here's the thing. I used to be in Formula I might have explained this in the past, but I used to be in Formula 1 long time ago. Like my CT and myself and
a
couple others.
Into it. You weren't part of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant into it. Yeah, my cousin was sort of part of it. But anyway.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I'm into it, and we used to go to the races in Montreal when it was like dirt cheap and there was no security, so you could go.
The Jacques Villeneuve circuit.
Gilles Villeneuve.
Gilles.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilles.
Circuit
Right.
Gilles Villeneuve.
Old Gilles.
Yeah, it was great. You could go anywhere except for the pit lane, but you could.
It wasn't absorbently expensive.
And not exorbitantly expensive. Yeah. No security. Barely
no one can afford to go now.
Yeah, now it's completely different.
Yeah, that's why JB got booted out of Vegas. Because all the costs of hotels down there, because of all these races.
Could be.
Even though it's not there this weekend.
No,
Wouldn't they go like the week before and set up and stuff?
They would,
maybe?
Yeah. But I mean, it could be workers working on the track.
Yeah,
right.
Stuff, right.
But anyway, so after that all happened, I got sort of disinterested in it. But over the years, back and forth on it.
Yeah.
But then I started watching the Netflix series Drive to Survive.
And that brought you back.
A couple years ago, brought me back.
So and that is more of a series about personalities too and stuff.
It's about the drivers, the team principles, and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's good.
Did you learn anything as a pseudo fan? Like, did you pick anything?
Yeah, it's just fun to watch, like behind the scenes what the drivers are saying. Like,
did you catch yourself cheering for a new team or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you switched teams.
Yeah. Well, what was my team in the past?
I couldn't tell you.
I know.
Mario Andretti?
No.
Ferraris?
Nope.
The Villeneuves.
Well, he drove Ferrari.
Okay.
Well, I don't know Jacques if he drove.
Who were
you
before and who are you now?
I used to be like a Williams fan.
Okay.
Nigel Mansell.
That
sort of thing. Of course. Well, I was a Gilles Villeneuve fan. Because he's Canadian, he's good. He used to race against my cousin. That's how I.
Oh, okay.
That's the connection there. But
gotcha.
Anyway, I got back into it, and then you learn you know the drivers. I kind of like Pierre Gasly.
So did you go more for the drivers or the car?
I think the driver more than anything else. Like, I'm not a big Max Verstappen fan who drives a Red Bull, who's won like 16 of the 17 races, something like that.
Oh, I heard some really interesting betting strategies the other day from another listener of the show, and the other JB. I don't know if you remember talking about him.
Yeah.
He's big into the betting.
Okay.
And I don't know, like, you hear obviously, if there was a way to always win, betting wouldn't exist because the casinos and the bet agencies would
lose money.
Yeah.
It'd go broke.
But what he said made some sense, but I'm worried someday he'll get burned. And it's simply, you pick one of these sports like F1,
Mm-hmm.
where the best are always a lot better than everyone else. So this driver you just referred to, I know nothing about it.
Verstappen, yeah.
So this guy, you could put a bet on him every week as long as he's entered in the race that he's going to finish top 3.
Right.
Because in your opinion, what are the odds he would not finish top 3?
He would not.
So it's like a true lock.
Unless
right?
Unless he crashes, which
it's possible.
rarely never happens.
No, but
or his engine blows up, which rarely never happens.
So what
as
JB
well.
number 2 does is he'll put decent money on those types of bets week after week after week, and he hasn't lost. The problem is you're putting up a lot to get a little.
A little, yeah.
When I don't even know if it's a lot. Like if you put $100 on this guy to win the race today, you might make $5, right? But it's like a guaranteed $5.
Yes.
So imagine you're a millionaire and you put $5 million on it and you win like 100,000. Like that's how you can't compete with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who's got $5 million to throw?
No, exactly.
Anyways, that's the.
Well, here's the thing
that's DDT's betting tip of the day.
Thank you.
Go for the favors.
Win, place, or show.
Yeah, that's the key too. Don't just pick win, just top 3.
Yeah, top 3.
That guarantees it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they say.
And same with the horses too.
Yeah,
you
same
do
deal.
that. Yeah,
top 3.
But here's the thing: like people will watch Formula One. If you're a casual, you might be like a casual. And
if I'm flipping by, I will always stop and do about 5 minutes, and that's enough.
Yeah, and then you'll see that Verstappen is got a 15-second lead.
Yeah.
30-second lead. He's never going to give that up.
No, gotcha.
Right, and you're like, Verstappen again.
And nothing ever happens in the pits, right? They're all
usually
professionals.
Yeah.
Like if you
used to be.
If you head in with a 15-second lead, you're leaving with a 15-second lead.
Yeah, because the pit stop, the stop alone, when they actually stop, is like 2 seconds.
That's right.
It takes you about 30 seconds in and out.
Imagine you're that guy that is in charge of the front left tire and you mess up the lug nuts or something.
That has happened. Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. The fastest stop, the other was just recently, actually, ever in Formula One.
Oh,
it was by McLaren, I believe.
History on that, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was by McLaren. The stop was was it around? It was around 2 flat.
2 seconds.
It might have been even sub 2.
They got 4 tires off.
4 tires
and
off.
on.
4 tires on.
And gassed.
They don't put fuel in.
Okay.
Yeah. They stopped that because of how dangerous it was.
What?
A few fires.
Hold on here. You're telling me they never refill these cars during an F1 race?
No.
What?
Yeah. They never do.
I don't like that.
They never run out of gas either.
They
used to. They used to.
Well, they do. I guess I'm thinking NASCAR and maybe
NASCAR they do.
IndyCar racing.
Yeah.
They still
That's 500 miles. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the distance of an F1 race?
Oh, I'm not even sure, but I don't believe it's 500
It's not 500 miles.
No.
500 miles. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So they refill there.
Yeah, they have to.
So I think that's part of the whole aura of the whole thing.
They took it out because of some fires. I think.
Well, I get that, but there must be safe ways to do it. Maybe they shouldn't rush it so much.
Well, if they're still doing it, like you said, NASCAR or IndyCar, then they should be able to do it in Formula One.
Now, are they burning like jet fuel in those things?
No, it is
or is
racing
it like a
fuel,
gasoline? Okay.
But it's not jet fuel, no.
It's not like you can't see it. Or
No,
I've seen
not
photos of these guys on fire and you can't even see the fire.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Is it like that?
No, you would see the fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what kind of fuel they're burning, but it's premium.
So your plan for the day
premium
is
fuel. Anyway,
to fire up the tube and watch some San Antonio F1.
I might, but I'm busy today.
Well, you record it then.
I might record it. I did. Oh, they are recording.
Like
I put them on to record.
Anything on in the middle of the day, like the damn Sens game.
Exactly.
But
you know how you can.
We can record them.
You know how you can schedule. I don't like watching Sens, but I'll watch Formula One. But I was going to.
You don't like watching Sens at all, or just on tape?
On tape, on recorded. I like to watch them live. I don't know. I've always liked that.
Because then
Formula One, I'll watch recorded.
It's 1 hour of viewing, not 3.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to the stupid color commentary.
True.
Just fast forward everything.
True.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So you're watching Formula One. You see Verstappen's got his 30-second lead every week. Whatever. It's all good. But people don't realize that it's more exciting actually to watch the middle of the pack.
Where stuff's happening.
Where stuff is happening,
yeah.
where teams are competing for those dollars in the constructors.
Yeah.
The higher they
Gotcha.
go up in the constructors,
They
the
will
more money.
take risks and chances to pass
Yeah.
and stuff.
So the drivers there, they're so happy if they get a 10th place. The last
Gotcha.
point, you get 1 point for a 10th or something
right.
like that.
10th is huge then, eh?
It's huge because
Yeah.
the constructor or the manufacturer,
yeah.
the team gets a point.
I get that.
The driver gets a point. They're so happy to make that.
They're
And, you know,
celebrating.
yeah, but it's very interesting to watch because that's where the exciting race is. If
Sure.
usually when
Well, it
know,
sounds
the
like
leader is up
even
there.
if this Verstappen,
Yeah.
is that his name?
Max.
If he's first every week, I take it he's first in qualifying. So that might be
No.
Well, how
he
do you
is
get to be
today,
first
I
every
believe.
week?
No, today is
Oh, you're
Pierre-
saying
is
he doesn't
Leclerc.
always start first.
No.
Yet he gets into first.
Yes.
Well, that must be exciting to see then.
It is,
If
yeah.
there's actual position
Yeah.
changes at the top, too.
It does, yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. I think he's no, he's not even third. So for
Whoa.
today's race,
He's
it's
starting below third.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Charles.
you're calling it right now that he'll finish top three.
I bet he'll He'll probably win.
Ooh, maybe the odds are better now,
Yeah.
too, then, if he's starting so low.
I don't know. I didn't see the
whole.
whole lineup. I saw the top three. So basically today,
Watch me go put some money down on this, and he crashes out first time in
Exactly.
2 years or
thank
something.
you, Brianna.
Thank you, Brianna.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ow.
Ouch.
Did
Burn.
you watch Seinfeld? Yeah. There's been some coffee lawsuits. You watch yourself.
Exactly.
Scotty
Exactly.
needs
Thank
this
you.
place for
Yeah.
retirement.
So today, I
Well, for the
believe-
good listener, there's quite the puddle of coffee all over my
they
table
spilled
right
that
now.
there. Yeah, exactly. She's coming back with the thing.
I'm
to
soaking it
brush
up right now.
Yeah,
With, I'm soaking it up with
I'm
DDT's.
I'm surprised you're not
wallet.
licking it.
Thank you.
So anyway, today on the pole is Charles Leclerc. He drives for
Okay.
Ferrari. Number 2 is Lando Norris,
Jesus.
who is McLaren.
Can I tell the good listener, you're not even reading this. Like,
Yeah.
he knows this.
And number 3,
How do we ever not talk about so much like this before?
I don't know. And number 3 is Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes.
Okay.
Excuse me. But I didn't see who was in 4. Could
So
be
it must be
could
this
be
Verstappen. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see what happened. Like yesterday, they had the sprint race,
Okay.
which is like, I don't know, 15 to 20 laps, and they
With all these players?
with all the and they do
Like these
that
guys
to
all
determine
raced.
their slots today and
Okay.
for the actual Grand Prix. Their sprint race is quite good because
You
it's
mean
so
they're racing
short.
against each other?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah,
So that determines the placing today.
yeah. So they do some
Oh,
qualifying.
I thought they just did laps.
They do. So the way a sprint race works, sprint week race, they
Okay.
don't have them every weekend.
Okay. Huh.
But the way it works is they'll do the qualifying.
Yeah.
For
to
the
determine
sprint race.
positioning for that.
Right.
Okay.
And then the sprint race
Yeah.
will determine
The
today's
positioning.
grid.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just like a few laps.
Yeah,
sprint
something
race?
like 15 or
Okay.
something around there anyway. So yeah, so
This
it,
Verstappen character did not even qualify
I didn't
high in
see
that, probably.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
didn't see it,
Interesting.
unfortunately, because it was again in the afternoon and I was out. But
Okay.
oh no, I was watching Sens actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but anyway, like watch for those people that think Formula 1 is boring, just watch the middle of the pack.
Okay. That's good
because
advice.
that's where
So
the
DDT's
excitement is.
DDT's pick this week is to watch the middle. Now, what if the
Watch.
camera is only on the front?
No, you know what? They've gotten a lot better than that. They just don't show the front guy that
They
much.
don't. They focus on the lead changes, maybe.
The lead changes
Or sorry,
or the
not
middle
lead
of the
cha-
pack
I mean
changes.
Position changes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So they've
Huh.
gotten really good at doing that.
Okay.
What it used to be, they used to show the guy leading all the time. And it was
Gotcha.
like, oh,
Boring
that's-
as heck.
Yeah, nobody knew what was going on in the back.
Yeah. Speaking of boring, our Sens
Or Tony Gabriel.
after the first. Oh,
Oh.
no. This is the opposite. I don't even
God.
want to talk about it, but you have it on our list.
Oh.
So all we're gonna say is Sens and afternoon hockey.
Oh,
Number one.
I hate that.
The Sens started their 5th game with complete domination in the first 10 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, and it was a game that they really wanted to win.
They really
because
wanted it too
why?
much, maybe. They wanted it too much.
Because why?
Because the DeBrincat
The cat.
was on the other team,
That's right.
a player they
The
had
guy
last
that
year.
refused to sign
Didn't
back
want
in
to
Ottawa.
stay. I don't fault him.
Bugger.
Whatever. He's from Detroit. There's all this song and dance about going home and stuff. Good for him. Whatever. But when we boo the player,
I like when they boot him.
when we boo the player, that really makes him sad, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
And then
yeah.
he doesn't do anything.
No, he
He
hates
feels
it.
like just cowering and going
Yeah,
home.
it hurts his
Yeah.
feelings.
So at least we booed
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
that helped, I'm
But
sure.
he didn't score.
He friggin' fired it up. Obviously,
I
I
know.
hope our good listeners are picking up on the sarcasm. When we boo a player, if you've ever played any sport in your life it's only going to give you more
They're so competitive.
more energy to go,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
If someone's booing you, it's like, oh man, I'm going to show them. So yeah,
You want some sugar?
no thank you. So that's what we handed the Red Wings and DeBrincat yesterday. And yeah, after the first 10 minutes, it was a different game, and our beloved Sens took one on the chin.
Oh,
And now they're 3 wins and 2 losses after having some really, really good first periods in all 5
just
matches.
didn't have like. I knew from the first period that's the way they were going to lose
I had a
because
bad
they were
feeling.
shaping up.
I
like
had a
that.
bad feeling too.
Because they get frustrated when they can't score, and then they
Yeah.
lose their composure, which
Yeah.
happened.
And that was
And then the
that's
Wings
what was
were
happening.
3 for 5 on the power play.
Oh, the power play did
Yeah.
it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and the goalie, well, for Sens, Corpusalo,
Yeah.
not his best.
I don't disagree. I
Yeah.
think the bigger factor was the power play, though.
Oh,
it was really neat to
The
watch.
penalty kill.
If you
was
watch the
terrible for
highlights, you're going to see, like, you talk about a set play.
Oh,
These
yeah.
Red Wings had a tic-tac-toe, hit the guy in the middle, boom.
Wide open.
Like,
But does
2
that say more about
I
the
know.
Wings or more how crappy
I think
Sens
it
were?
just shows you, like, nobody defends that any differently, really. Like, I just think Detroit really had that clicking. I
Oh, they
mean,
did,
everyone tries. and
Yeah,
Just the execution, like, boom.
Yeah.
Sometimes your goalie makes the save.
yeah.
Sometimes the player misses the shot. But this guy was, like, precision. I don't even know who scored. Was it?
Oh,
looked-
they
if it
scored
wasn't
3
the
of 5. So
if it wasn't the same guy, it looked like amazing.
it was the same play. Yeah,
same play.
exactly.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and there you go.
Yeah, Sens didn't wise
Off
up
to
that.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Here-
moving on.
Here's the. So I'm going to call out one of the Sens broadcasters.
Oh, you want to keep talking sense. Okay.
Well, I want to call it the broadcaster.
TV or radio?
Radio.
Oh, I don't listen to those two anymore.
Yeah, well, I like Gord. Gord's a good guy. I like Gord a lot. But Dean Brown,
Oh,
I'm calling out Dean Brown.
Good.
We can't trade him. Like, I wish we could trade broadcasters. We can't
Why
trade 'em.
are fans subjected to broadcasters with university-style tenure? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, if coaches, players, and Zamboni drivers can come and go, why
I don't think
can't
this-
announcers?
I don't think the Zamboni driver comes
Well,
and
if
goes.
they do a bad job, I bet you they get released.
That's true, probably.
Whereas, oh my God.
Yeah.
Problem is, I think a lot of people love them.
I think they do, yeah.
I think we're the anomaly.
You know what? I covered the Sens back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was around then because he's been with the Sens for
He's
since
been with
the
the
inauguration,
Sens
I
since
think.
1920, what?
1929.
29.
Yeah. So he's 110 years old.
And still doing the same scramble.
Scramble.
And what else?
Sends it in.
Like I say,
Sends
I
it
could-
in.
Sends it in.
Sends it in.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Anyways, what's your point this time?
So I'm listening to pregame show.
Yeah.
They do the round table. So Dean Brown is on there.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't listen, so I'm going to say this anyway. But he goes. They bring it up last year's game
Ugh.
where the Sens beat them 6-1. Detroit
Yes.
looked
Yeah.
disinterested.
I
blah
remember.
blah blah.
I think I remember that game right near the end when they were both fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, and Brady challenges the bench,
Oh,
and
yeah.
nobody
We
stepped
talked
up.
about that.
So
Yeah.
Dean Brown's like, they're soft. The wings are soft.
Because of that.
Yeah.
There you go. That's more bad karma, if you ask me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like because nobody's gonna do anything about Brady. And then
They didn't have to.
here's
time.
the starting lineup
Yeah.
on defense:
Yeah.
Jeff Petrie and Ben Sherratt.
For Ottawa.
No, for wings.
Who are they?
You don't know who Petrie and Sherratt is?
No.
They were on the Habs.
Oh, okay.
They were really good defense.
Last
These
year?
guys are not soft.
Okay, cool. I wouldn't know. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. The
So
Habs
right-
got rid of them only because of they
Okay.
salary and
But
all
that
this sort
goes
of
right
stuff.
against what Dino's saying.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Well, they don't have a soft defense.
Well, at the end of the day,
Gostisbehere, is he on that? Yeah.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the
He's not soft.
only thing that matters is the scoreboard, and
And the-
Detroit took
yeah,
it. They
exactly.
handed it to us. So,
Yeah.
what can you do?
What was the final? 5-2. Make
Don't-
the
I don't
final
know.
5-2.
My final was 4-1,
And the thing is,
and off I went to F1 racing.
the reason why
No, I didn't.
I know. The reason why I don't like Dean Brown,
Yeah,
at least I don't know him personally, but
Yeah.
at least for his hockey stuff,
yeah.
is that he seems so arrogant about it. Like he knows.
He does.
He knows.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
The jokes are. I mean, I haven't always been disinterested in him. I mean, the first 10, 15 years,
Yeah.
it was exciting. He was good at his job. I was interested, but everything evolves. Everything changes. So I go back to my original point. Why do some broadcasters get tenure?
Well, there are some really good broadcasters. Like you look at the Jays former
I was
broadcast,
just going to say.
Jerry Horwath.
Baseball is a little different.
I
Just
met
because
him.
there's so there's
He's
so
a
much
great guy.
history there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I could listen to some baseball guys forever for
Yeah.
sure. But hockey, I don't know.
Buck Martinez.
I think I'm
good.
done. Another one I'm getting real tired of is Gary Galley.
Oh, I like Gary.
No,
No, why?
I don't like Gary.
Why
We've
not?
talked about Gary. We'll come back to Gary another time.
He's like your brew table buddy.
Yeah.
Right? But he
no.
doesn't own it.
No. Not the biggest fan. Just
Maybe it was his decision to get rid of the
with him talking. Oh, and
the Pappardelle or
he
whatever.
pulled a Dean Brown in one of the recent games. He said he was going on about something, and then there was a play. It was kind of opposite what he was saying. It was
Oh,
so
yeah?
funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was in Montreal. I think he does Montreal games too.
Well, he's Sportsnet, right?
He does whatever. Yeah.
He does Sportsnet.
No, I've had enough of him. The guy I really like. This is funny. This is fun actually. We weren't.
Okay.
This wasn't on the menu
No, it
today.
wasn't. Yeah.
Chris Cuthbert.
Oh yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, I think he's
I
all
like
right.
him.
Yeah.
He's always doing
Yeah.
Western games
Yeah,
late.
he does the Western games.
I like him.
The guys I don't like
Yeah.
are actually the Sportsnet guys.
Yeah.
That do Hockey Night in Canada. They
Oh,
always do the
God.
Leafs though. Thankfully.
No,
You're
you're
Sean
talking
Simpson.
about the non-ice guys like
No, not the non-ice
Ron
guys.
McLean and those idiots.
No. I'm
Oh.
talking to the guys that do the
Oh, okay.
play and color for the
Okay, who
Leafs
does
games.
that?
Sean Simpson and the
Joe Bowen.
I can't. No, it's not Joe Bowen.
He does radio. Yeah,
I can't remember who.
I actually
the,
find him half entertaining.
Yeah, I can't. Off the top of my head,
I couldn't tell you.
Anyway, those two guys,
Okay,
they're so Toronto centric. So
Yeah.
whenever the playoffs come, they're the main
them
guys.
Toronto. Give them
yeah,
Toronto.
they get Toronto. But even when
well,
Toronto
we've
was
suffered,
out, which is a lot,
Yeah,
they go on and
no,
they do the other.
we've
It's
suffered
like,
from
oh.
this for years in Ottawa, getting the so-called A-team broadcasters doing an Ottawa game when they're Leaf fans.
Yeah.
Ottawa haters. We've
I
suffered
know.
from that for years.
I know. Well, every other team other than Toronto suffers from
Yeah,
that.
like I think
pretty much.
That's a great question. Who would I rather have, a Leaf-loving crew or Dean Brown
Oh,
on TV?
jeez. Well, he used to do TV,
I know. Yeah, wasn't a big
but
fan.
they changed.
He tried even harder on TV.
Yeah.
It was. He tried to bring his so-called A game.
The reason why he doesn't do it anymore is because he works for TSN and
Yeah.
it's the Sportsnet that.
Yeah, now they're just radio only.
Yeah.
You know what? You raised a good point with Gordo earlier. He's not bad. Like, I also think, I don't know, like for him to work with Adino all these years speaks to his character, which is good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could handle that.
Yeah.
Like being that role that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could flourish with
He could.
with a new partner
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have open tryouts.
You go try?
I wonder if you
Would
and
you
me
go and
could,
try?
I wonder if you and me could handle that.
I could probably.
Would
I
you do
could come up with-
play-by-play or color?
Yeah, I do play-by-play.
And I could just sit back and do color.
You can do color.
That'd be fun.
I'd probably come up with a lot more adjectives other than sends it in.
Oh, God.
He sends it in.
I would need JB by my side for facts.
Oh, yeah.
He could be my
There's
actual
always a fact checker in the
Yeah.
booth.
Just send me stuff to say, right?
Exactly.
God, that would be an
Yeah.
easy job. If you could just have little things ready to go at every whistle to talk
Yeah.
about.
That's what you need.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, you do a few things with the players, the coaches, go interview,
Yeah. I could either do that or
Yeah.
skate around on the whistles with the shovel and like clear the ice.
I think you'd be really good at that.
That'd be a fun job, eh?
You need talent for that. I think you have a good
You
talent.
could
for
wear
that.
your Jaffa helmet out there
Yeah.
doing that.
Oh.
That'd be a good time.
Do I ever get the comments when I'm on the ice,
Oh,
from all
God.
the other
I
coaches?
bet you do.
Yeah.
You're
It's funny.
You're an embarrassment.
No, they love it.
Yeah, but they laugh at you,
Well,
not
they
with
laugh
you.
at me, yeah.
They're
I
laughing
know.
at you.
I know. I don't care, though. I think it's quite funny.
Still have a wooden stick too?
No.
Wooden Jaffa stick?
No.
Uh,
No. Well, I have the old Christian.
wooden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a wicked curve on it.
I bet.
Yeah.
Like a
No, I
like a floorball stick.
upgraded to the Sherwood Costco Special.
Same.
Yeah.
Until Philly gave me my upgraded stick that I still
Oh,
have.
yeah. You ever use it?
Oh, I still use it a lot.
Oh,
I
you
don't.
use
I
it.
don't have a much of
Did
a
you have to-
slapper, so I'm not really ever gonna break it. I hope.
Did you have to cut it down?
I had to take a couple inches off the top, of course. Good stick.
What kind is it?
It is
Victoriaville?
No.
Do you remember
I think
the
it's
Vicks?
a CCM.
Remember the Vicks?
I remember them all.
Yeah, Victoriaville.
I remember the Titans, baby.
Titans.
Remember
yes.
the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going down memory lane with hockey sticks.
The old white-red Titan. Those were the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always had a couple of those.
I used Sherwood a lot back then as well.
Once I had to start buying my own sticks,
Yeah.
they were always the cheapest
Cheap
sticks
one,
I
yeah.
could find.
I picked up at Canadian Tire one time when I was the first time I started helping on the ice with my daughter.
Yeah. On
I
ice
need
helper, like
yeah.
Elfie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I needed a stick. I'm like, I don't want to spend like $300
No.
on some stupid composite
No.
stick.
Oh
Went to
my
Canadian
God.
Tire. They had this NHLPA Players Special Stick.
Ooh.
I think it was like $15.
Wooden.
Wood. I still have it. Yeah.
For 99% of hockey players, and I will include competitive house league adults, you name it, the GD stick is not the deal breaker on
No.
one's performance.
No.
And I cannot get over the young hockey families and kids that are still going for these friggin' synthetics. It blows
yeah.
my mind.
I'll spend $300.
And then half the time, if they got a bit of an attitude and they break them like the pros, God.
Yeah.
There's a
make my
night
kid
out.
pay for
There's
that.
a night out gone for the
Exactly.
family because they're buying another $280 friggin'
I'll
stick.
say this: like I love girls hockey. I mean, obviously my daughter.
No,
you know,
you're still involved.
and I'm still
You're
involved.
Still involved.
But even at U18, the highest levels, maybe
Mhm.
maybe at the AA level might be a little bit different. They
I'd
still
even-
can't
I'd
shoot the puck.
I'd even
for-
question it there.
Yeah. So why they buy
But
it?
the other thing is they don't even have the right. Like, you know what? It would. If they had like 45, 55 flex, yeah. But these
Yeah.
kids getting like
Yeah.
NHL flex numbers
Yeah.
for their
Yeah.
U18B competitive shots is laughable.
Well,
Right?
here's a funny story.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen one girl that could. Well, a
Shoot.
couple of girls.
Yeah.
They were playing AA level.
Who could slap shoot.
when my daughter.
Yeah.
But this one girl, when in my daughter's last year, we were at the Double B tournament
Yeah.
here in Gloucester,
Yeah.
and they were from Montreal, and Quebec, they notoriously miscategorize their teams, right?
Yeah. And they forget.
Anyway.
They sometimes forget what year they were born in too.
Yes.
Yeah.
True. Anyway, we ended up in the finals.
So when the girls come rolling in their own vehicles, playing a bunch of peewees, it's
that's
not really fair.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, so-
we digress.
So we were in the finals against this team from Montreal, and this friggin' girl,
Yeah.
she went short side shelf
Yeah.
from almost the goal line,
Yeah.
at least the bottom of the circle,
Sweet. Yeah.
on my daughter.
Nice.
And I don't think my daughter
Yeah.
ever
Unstoppable.
saw it
Never even
coming.
saw it. Yeah.
I mean, NHL goalies might not even stop
yeah.
that one.
No, that's pinpoint.
But that was a great shot. That was one of the only times. Now, here's a funny little story, a little ditty
yeah.
from my daughter.
Yeah.
She's upset at her practices.
Oh, is she now?
Why?
Because she's being asked to work hard.
Well, probably because of
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah. But also because this one girl, I don't know if she's a freshman and a new recruit.
She's ripping
She's
high
ripping it
shots. Yeah. Yeah.
She's like so pissed off.
Oh.
I'm
whatever.
like, well, you got to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, where's she shooting on you?
A shot's
High
a shot.
blocker.
Well, shot's
Well,
a shot. Game-like
get-
situation.
Yeah, get your
Let it
blocker
go.
going.
You don't have
then.
to stop everything if it's
Yeah.
going high. Let it go.
Get your blocker going.
Tell her job is to stop shots that might go in the net. That's the job.
Well, I've told her that.
No matter how hard they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think she can figure this out. Second year now.
Yeah.
Bobcat. Lady
Yeah.
Bobcat.
Lady Bobcats. Yeah. But anyway, she's always had a little bit of trouble with the high blocker side.
what are you
but
gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
So, are you going to tell us about your boots?
Oh yeah, this is the good.
Yeah.
Should we put in the little intro? Money saving or cost saving?
Cost-saving hacks.
Money saving hacks.
It's funny
So-
because I have it right after your Poutine story, which is like the
it's
opposite of a
the money
cost-saving
Should we
hack.
go do the poutine thing
Maybe we
first?
lump it all together.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll
this
we'll let the good listener know
Yeah, exactly.
that DDT
Pierre. We'll let Pierre know.
blew his money
Yeah.
on Poutine, but then claims he saved a lot back
Oh, yeah.
buying boots.
Yeah.
So I'll let you take it from
Okay.
there.
So we'll start with the poutine.
Oh God.
Okay. So as you know, from time to time, down
Yeah.
on Spark Street, downtown
Poutine Fest.
Ottawa, Ontario, Canada,
Yeah.
they have the Poutine Fest. So I think it was a week ago. They had the Poutine Fest.
Yeah.
Started Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna pick up a
Some poutine.
Yeah, give it a shot. So my wife says, "Oh, pick up some for Lucas because he loves it too."
So you
right?
got a couple of poutines.
So I went down. You know, you survey. They've got all the little trucks down the street there,
Yeah.
and you're like trying
How
to
did you
figure out
decide on the one you went to?
Yeah, that's a good question.
another
Actually,
good
thank you
question.
for that question,
Yeah,
Duff.
you're welcome.
That is a very good question. How do you decide?
Because
I don't know.
they're all about the same price.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually went for one that I thought was a bit cheaper.
maybe pick the one with the biggest line or the lowest
Well,
line.
I went at like 5 on a Thursday. It wasn't very
Wasn't busy?
Yeah, but the thing about it was like I picked the one I believe with the most trophies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they display their trophies.
Legit trophies.
I suppose. But anyway, so I go and I go up and I said, okay, just give me a regular and a pulled pork poutine, please.
Okay, pulled pork.
Yeah, and a regular. So I get it. Nobody's there, so it comes pretty quickly.
Now, were you
right?
transporting these back to the suburbs?
Yes.
Oh, that can have an impact on the quality as well.
No, they were
Sometimes fresh versus an hour
yeah,
later
yeah,
is a little different.
Yeah,
I'll
they
just
were
say.
they were actually good.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they were bad. They were
Okay.
good.
Well, tell us what you tell
But
us.
anyway,
what did it set you back?
So it comes out to
You need some sound
$29.
effects. Ching, ching, ching.
Well, that was in our opening.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I should check the time on that. Oh, okay.
Are we good for time?
Oh yeah. So so it comes up $29.
Yeah.
And then you put your card in. Tip 18%. $35 for two.
It's very
poutines.
generous of you to tip 18%.
Yeah, I
at
don't
a
know
friggin'
why.
chip
Do
wagon.
you chip?
I
do
would
you
not
tip?
chip.
Chip
I wouldn't chip nor tip,
Tip.
there.
at a chip wagon.
No, not at that scenario. And
I
especially,
don't know why I did it.
especially
I
out of
never
spite,
really-
if that's the option, 18%.
Well, they had other options.
If they snuck in 5% for something like that, maybe. You know what? Maybe
Yeah.
5.
I don't know.
But they're no
You don't
Brianna.
need to-
They are
No,
no Brianna.
exactly.
She's hustling around here,
Yeah,
filling up
exactly.
coffee, serving stuff,
Yeah,
dealing
exactly.
with problem customers like you. You know, she works hard.
Yeah, I shouldn't have tipped. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Not
You
there.
don't tip on those things.
I would never tip there.
Yeah.
I would never tip that much. No, not
Yeah.
at all.
So anyway, it was
In the cash days, if it came out to, let's say, 18.25, and I had a 20, boom, there you go.
Oh, sure. But here's
Thanks.
the thing: what happened though?
Yeah.
Before that, I thought I got $10 in my wallet,
Yeah,
cash.
$10.
So I'm gonna go. I said I'm gonna go to the bank because
There's
it's right
a couple
there.
of pop. That's
Yeah,
about
no
all that'll
kidding,
get
right?
you.
So I'm gonna go to the bank, take out another 15. So I got 25 in cash
Yeah,
to buy
typical
two poutines.
Italian. Typical
Me
Italian with the
Yeah.
load of cash.
exactly, but me being dumb,
Yeah.
thinking that I would get two poutines for $25, right?
You know what?
Then I had to pay with my
might-
card.
No, you're not dumb there. I might still think that, but it's just
Well,
it's
in
not
today's
happening
day and
anymore.
age,
Yeah.
Forget about
So
it.
30 some bucks tip.
35.
Like,
Yeah.
so
two
two poutines. That is
They were
DDT's
good, but-
non-cost saving. hack
Exactly.
for- Now,
No.
now let's make up for that.
Exactly.
Pair of boots.
Yeah.
Even though I think this is silly too.
Thanks.
I'll tell you why I think it's silly.
Okay.
Your deal is probably okay, whatever, and they sound like
Yeah.
good quality boots.
Yeah.
But I think the good listener,
Yeah.
especially our overseas
yeah.
Podbeanskis, are thinking Canada, wintertime, you can't get by without a pair of boots.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
little do they know that DDT's general outdoor time from November to March consists of walking 30 feet from his car to the
Elevator.
elevator, like on plowed roads.
It's all up. It's
Yeah.
all inside.
You're a true urbanite, you.
yeah.
right?
So I drive to work.
So you're thinking on those
got
rare
underground
days
parking.
when they don't plow the streets,
Yeah.
your
No,
100-meter walk, you're going to need some boots.
I still got to walk from my office up to Parliament Hill.
Sure. So what's that? 5 minutes.
Yeah, but still.
You need some boots.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, tell us about your boots.
I actually do spend other time outside too.
Shoveling
Snow
the
blowing
laneway.
my driveway.
Right.
Yeah,
Got to have boots for that.
exactly. So anyway,
Going to mass, things like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
because I go every week.
Going to church, going shopping,
Shopping,
trudging through the snow that they don't
going
plow.
watching hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just got a laugh for that one over
Oh,
there.
there you go.
Did you hear that?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, trudging through the snow both ways, uphill. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Uphill.
go.
Yep. So anyway, I've been looking for boots, and I got to go out today with my son actually and find another pair. But So I'm downtown. So I go to the world famous Cerrito Center in downtown Ottawa, Canada, Ontario.
First mistake.
Yeah. Looking around, don't find anything. I head over to the Bay. One thing I noticed about
Second
the Bay.
mistake.
Yeah, but they're not busy. How are they still in business?
Of course they're not busy.
Yeah.
How are they? I don't know.
There's like nobody there. And I'll even quantify that by saying
I couldn't tell you.
me being harebrained, so excited about my deal.
Now, is this fresh off the Poutine high, or is this a different day?
No, this Poutine was last week.
Oh, okay.
This was Friday
Okay.
for the boots. So me being all excited, I left my phones there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I went almost 2/3 the way back to the office and realized
boy.
I left my phones there. When I went back, they were still there.
Yeah.
That's how busy the Bay is.
Good for you.
Yeah. So anyway, this segment of the show is sponsored by the Bay. So anyway.
And Tony Gabriel.
And Tony Gabriel. I like that. So anyway, I'm looking around. I go into the Bay. You're looking at the shoes there, the boots there, sorry. And there's like 210, 150, 180, 200, 260, 280, 325.
Wow.
It's like, nah, I'm not seeing it.
I didn't know you could count that high.
Yeah, I barely. And then I see this rack.
Yeah.
On top of the rack, it says clearance.
Sale rack. Nothing like a good sale rack.
Yeah. So I go over there. I'm looking. Oh, here's an interesting boot. Sorel.
Yeah.
Good brand, I believe.
Yeah. Arctic boots.
Yeah.
For our subarctic winter.
Yeah, either Merrill or Sorel.
Not a fan of Merrill.
Yeah.
Sorel's a good name, though.
Yeah. No, I've always been a fan of Merrill.
Okay.
I like Merrills.
Are these the rubber bottoms, fabric top with the construction boot laces, kind of?
Yes.
Okay, I can picture
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Nice boots.
Yeah.
For
I'll show you a picture.
For oil workers in Alberta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I
Of
look.
which you're not.
Yeah. So the boot, they have a boot there. They only put one out, right? Because
Yeah.
they don't want you stealing them. So I grab it. Shoot, size 11. I'm about a size 10, 9.5, 10, whatever. And I said, so I put it back and I'm looking around.
But
It's
this
like,
is
these are nice
this
boots.
gives us pause for a cost-saving hack right there. Like
yeah?
if you buy shoes slightly off size for
Yeah.
cheap,
Yeah.
that's a hack.
That is a hack. Exactly. Thank you for.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I made up a hack.
Okay.
I'm all proud
But
of
we're not
myself
done
now.
yet.
No.
Tony, go.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm like, I put it back on the shelf. I keep looking around. I don't like anything else on there. I come back to the boot, shits and giggles. I'm going to try it on.
Why not?
And I had my thin socks on. I didn't have the winter socks.
Right. Of course not.
Try it on. It's like, actually, these don't.
It's pretty
these-
close.
Yeah.
Your
these-
feet have grown, maybe.
Maybe. The only thing that's growing as I'm shrinking. But so anyway, yeah, these are not bad actually. I'm like, so I look at the price. Originally $210.
Yeah.
Down to $105.
Now, don't get fooled by those, eh?
What?
Well, sometimes they just put weird absorbent prices to make you think you're getting
Well,
a deal.
I don't know. It's a Sorel.
Like maybe the boots are $80. And
Well, they're probably like wholesale cost.
I'm
yeah.
just saying, maybe let's say 80, but if they put 300, you're like, whoa. Like, don't fall for that. Is all
So
I'm
you're
saying.
saying it's all psychological.
Well, if you're telling me
False
if
advertising.
you're telling
When
me
they
the
get-
psychological angle isn't part of selling stuff, then
Well, for sure it is.
I got
but
some
would they not
swampland
be
and
like?
Tatlock for you.
Would it not be like against the law to price
Not at all.
something like that? Like that?
No. Why
Doing
would it
that?
be against the law? You can say whatever you want, right?
I don't know. Like when you bought your
you
truck,
yeah, same
your truck
deal.
was probably worth $15,000, but they charge you $50.
Well, so that never surprises me.
Yeah.
Like I think car selling is the worst for that sort
Oh,
of pricing.
God, yeah.
Like you even
True.
came up to me yesterday all excited because Barhaven Ford had
Yeah.
0% financing.
Jeez, we're like
Right?
throwing the brands out there today.
Yeah,
eh?
but I'm like 0%, whatever. Like
Yeah.
oh my God, if that same truck
For 8
is
years.
5% at Canada, then they're probably the selling price is probably 20
Oh,
grand
yeah,
less.
yeah,
Like it's all
Yeah,
irrelevant.
exactly. True.
Now your boots, who knows? Maybe you've hit the gold pot here. Who knows?
Jeez, now I feel bad.
No, I'm just saying. Continue, Tony.
Okay, so Tony is a part of my name, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, so I look at the price, $210.
Yeah,
And then it's crossed off, $105.
gotcha.
So 50% off.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Can I try the other one on? That's where I put my phones down,
Oh yeah.
right? So I tried the other one. Sort of not bad, actually. Like
Yeah.
maybe you can buy like an insole
Oh,
to
yeah,
make that
and you're
face,
picturing
or
thicker
thicker
socks
socks or whatever.
You're picturing going on the elk hunt in northern Alberta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I look up and and it's in French though.
Yeah.
The sign says take another 20% off.
Oh,
So
lovely.
105 minus another 20%.
Sweet.
All in,
Yeah.
I got the boots for What do you
Sound
think?
effect.
$95.
Well, good for you. You're happy with that?
Yeah, and they seem to fit. And also, it's not a final sale. I can bring the boots back within 30 days.
I'd be surprised if it's not
Well,
a final sale.
the guy told me it doesn't say final sale.
Really,
on it.
eh?
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta
hope
make
you don't
sure I
bring
get
them
back there.
I think they'll be good boots
Oh, I think
for
they're
you,
going to be
hopefully.
good. Yeah, I'm not going to bring them back.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I've been wearing them around the house.
So,
Anyway, that's it. We're running late now because of my.
are we over an hour?
We're at an hour.
Okay, well, I'm just going to leave the good listener with Duff's pick. White Lotus.
I've been doing a lot of talking this episode. Eh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's usually you and me
Well,
interjecting with stupid comments.
I threw the F1 at you, so I knew you'd go crazy there.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the boots. So, yeah, what can you do?
Yeah.
And now I'm wondering if we haven't talked about White Lotus before.
We have.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
that already a pick?
I believe it was, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I think you did.
Well, I think I just got super excited.
But now we're
this
talking
week.
season 2, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're right into it. Like,
Right.
I got one episode left now for season 2.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Did they have a season 3?
It's in the makes, but the writer's strike is affecting release dates, apparently.
Right. They have nothing written. It's written by, like, the 5-year-old down the road.
Oh, I don't know. It's
Imagine that, eh?
incredible, man. Written by AI. Season 3 is off to Thailand. So season 1 was Hawaii. Season
now, is
2
it different
was Sicily.
characters for each season?
So between
Chrissy
season
and
one,
season 1?
between season 1 and season 2, there were only 2 characters that carried over. So I couldn't tell you what will happen from 2 to 3. But I really hope the Italian guys stay. They are by far my favorite. These
Right.
3 guys.
Right.
You got the
But you're
dad.
talking-
Got the dad from The Sopranos.
Right, Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Yeah.
His dad, who I don't know what he's an actor I've seen multiple times.
Yeah.
And then the son. Oh my God. It couldn't be funnier. These 3 guys.
So I've seen a bit of season 2.
I don't know why
I've
you
seen-
didn't stick with it. You got to go
Well,
back at
you know,
it.
I'm flipping around the station and I see it, and I stop for 10 minutes.
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt for you to go back to season 1 and give it a shot.
and see what happens. So.
You never even watched season 1.
No, I didn't.
Do season 1,
Yeah.
then hit season 2 fresh. Oh,
Right.
yeah, it's up there.
All right. So that's your
Highly recommended.
that's your
The
Duff's
White
pick?
Lotus, the story of different resort hotel owners dealing with, let's just say, a mixed bag of clients.
My son would know about that.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Son number 1.
Number one.
Number
yeah.
1 son.
Number 1 son.
Numero uno
Yes.
son.
He would know about that.
Yeah, oh God, I could see him working in one of these places.
Well, he works at one of the hotels here. Since we've thrown out brands so much,
why
I'm
not?
not going to give this
Why
one.
not?
I'm
Throw
not
it
gonna
out.
give
Oh, you're not gonna.
No.
The Hilton.
Nope.
The Westin.
No.
The Holiday Inn.
Nope.
Chateau Laurier.
Nope.
The one. What's it say on the wall there behind you?
Oh.
Bel Air Motel.
No. But did you notice that? Speaking of Bel Air Motel, did you notice that it has the no vacancy sign up?
It always has no vacancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of weeklies in there these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good spot. Looks
Still
good.
there.
Looks,
Like even from that photo. When
Yeah.
was that photo? Like
Yeah.
60s?
looks a lot more affordable than the other ones in town. That's for sure.
Look at it. It's like nothing else around there.
That's so cool. Those
Yeah.
were the golden days, man. Could you imagine
Exactly.
ripping up and down Richmond Road in a nice vehicle back
In
then?
your 57 Bel Air.
Oh man,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of good times, I get to nurse this sore back out of the chair soon. That'll be fun.
I saw you getting out of your
Oh,
the
my
F-150
God.
studio this morning. I was just laughing.
I either
you could
go
barely get out of
I-
the truck.
Well, it depends how you look at it. Like, I can go faster. It's just going to hurt.
Well, you lifted your leg
yeah,
up
to
and
avoid
you're
the
like,
pain.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Might have to
What'd
call
you
in
do?
sick tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Once
plan your
once
Vegas
I'm
trip.
up and walking around, it's not bad. The worst has to be transitioning from sitting to standing.
How is it going to be when you get up from
God.
the stool here, the chair?
Well, I'm already feel like I'm on the second floor, so this should be easy, right? I go. Let's do this right now on
Okay,
air.
let's have a look.
I'm
God,
starting.
yeah. He's going.
Left
He's
foot's
going.
down.
Yeah. You might just stand up for the. Oh, no.
Yeah, that
no,
hurts.
No. You really did a number on your back, eh? I think you should go get that checked out. Maybe some x-rays, little physio.
Why would you X-ray a muscle, dude?
Wow.
It's a pulled back. I'm gonna go to
Maybe you
physio
slipped
for
a
sure.
disc.
Yeah, that's spine, right?
Yeah.
No, so you don't.
No.
I can't see a disc slipping from like motion, but you never know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I want to stand up right now.
No, I
We've
think
had
you better
enough
sit.
Tony Gabriels here.
Exactly.
So once we sign off, I'll
Yeah.
get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the problem is I think I set myself back by putting heat on it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's supposed. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking.
You need heat,
After
ice and heat.
ice.
both.
It's ice. It's ice at first to reduce swelling and all that.
Exactly.
And I went
then some
heat.
heat. Yeah.
Well, once
You
everything's
swelled it
kind
up
of
more.
done, then it's
Yeah.
heat to bring it back.
Yeah.
But I friggin' messed that up, and I think it's setting
Screw
me back.
that up. Yep.
Anyways, enough of that. Hopefully, I'm in better shape
Yeah,
for
good
next
morning.
week.
We'll take medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular.
So I
boost.
hope you
Exactly.
enjoyed listening in. Scotty's Corner Diner here in Bell's
Once
Corners, Ontario.
I apologize for this injurious waste of time and all my Tony Gabriels. Thank you very much.
Apology accepted.
Thank you.
That's Cop Car Coffee. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I've been sitting
I
here
know.
for an hour, man. It's
Yeah,
going to
you're
be
not
hard
get
getting up.
I helped you out of the chair yesterday.
God,
at
yeah,
Tim's.
the worst is getting out of the
Yeah.
cars and
Yeah.
trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you're driving your truck.
Well, again,
hard to get
it's
out of.
only just getting up and out. That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Trying this again here. There we go.